The Man from Taured, 1959, also dubbed as The Mystery Man by Japanese authorities. So this was a well-travelled gentleman that had a passport that seemed to be real. It had many a stamp in it from many a different locations, including Japan. So he arrived in Japan as he always did and went through the arrivals and to customs and so forth and so on, just like any other day. However, not like every other day, he was pulled to one side by Japanese authorities that looked at his passport and saw something was a little bit amiss. The country and origin that he was from was said to have been Taured. They sort of scratched their heads and thought, "We've never heard of this place." So yes, very, very odd. Now this gentleman, he seemed quite baffled too to be pulled to one side, to be told that his country of origin did not exist. They actually pulled out of a world map and said, "Please can you show us on this world map where you're from?" Quite smugly, this chap that had been accosted pointed out Andorra on the world map and said, there we go, there's Taured, right there, that's Taured. No, like, that is a place called Andorra. Well, he looked quite puzzled. He was taken back by this, shocked. And they said, no, our country, Taured has existed for many a year, many a year. They were like, no, this country is not a real country. And they didn't know what to do with him because he had no country to send him back to. So the only thing they could do was put him up in a hotel room. Now this hotel room was quite high up on quite a large floor and there was no ledges to the windows and yeah, there was no way he could get out. And they put 2 men stationed on the door all night. The following day when they went to see if they could do something with this guy, he had completely vanished. Him, all of his documents, everything, gone. And that was the mystery of the man from Taured. So, was he from another dimension? An alternate reality that sits on top of ours, is what people thought. That's what people thought. And do you think this story is real? Or is it fake? So hopefully there's a poll up on the screen. Get your fingers a clicking that button. Is it real or is it fake? And give you a moment to decide. And I'll tell you my sort of thoughts and feelings on this. Well, if you do some research onto the interwebs, although this was a big conspiracy theory back in the day, there is actually proof that this man did exist. This story is real, technically. Well, parts of it is real, parts of it is fake. So the parts that are fake, okay, so this chap did land in Japan, did have a passport that had Taured upon the passport, but was he from another dimension? No, not real. No, he was actually from America and worked as a spy for them for some time. He even worked for the Air Force for the UK. The guy even made up his own language on this passport. Freaking amazing. And did he mysteriously vanish from the hotel? No, he didn't. No. He got arrested, taken to court and sentenced to a year in prison. Before he got deported back to America. But inside of prison, he did attempt to take his own life. And his wife, because he arrived with his wife as well, which wasn't in the conspiracy theory, actually got deported back to Korea. So yeah, this story is, sadly, it is partly real, partly fake. I mean, the guy's a freaking genius to make up his own country and have such an elaborate backstory. Freaking hats off to the guy. I doff my cap to you. Yes, well done you. Apart from you got caught. Yeah, so that's the story, people. Until next time, hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.